now leading Gwinnett County Police to fire a second officer in a traffic stop. In the latest video, you can see the officer punch the driver whose hands are raised.
A second video surfaced yesterday showing another officer stomping on the driver's head. Now both officers are out of a job and potentially facing criminal charges. 11 Alive's Ron Jones is following the investigation tonight. Ron?
Yeah, and this video is shocking. They both happened in broad daylight as motorists were passing by. Now, the chief says what was caught on cell phone video was not only disturbing, but very embarrassing.
Okay, take your phone out. It's out, it's out.
Two jaw-dropping cell phone videos showing the disturbing actions of two Gwinnett County police officers during a traffic stop.
Oh.
The first video, released on Wednesday, went viral on social media. It shows the handcuffed driver, identified as Demetrius Hollins, on the ground and in handcuffs, held down by one officer. And moments later, the second officer, identified as Robert McDonald, shows up to assist with the arrest. McDonald then runs up and stomps the helpless handcuffed Hollins in the head.
It disturbed me, and as it disturbed everyone who actually witnessed that video.
Within 24 hours of that video being released, Officer McDonald was fired. During a press conference, the chief calls McDonald's actions inexcusable.
What happened yesterday at the hands of one of my former officers was embarrassing, not only to the Gwinnett County Police Department, but to all law enforcement. We hold our officers accountable for their actions, and in less than 24 hours, the Gwinnett County Police Department held this officer accountable for his actions.
But just hours after today's press conference, this second cell phone video surfaces of that same controversial traffic stop. It shows veteran Sergeant Michael Bongiovanni pulling the driver out of the red car. And as the driver stands with his hands raised, a sign of surrender, the sergeant rears back and punches the driver whose hands remained raised.
I'm very upset. I'm mad. I'm sick that this second video showed up.
Police Chief Ayers says Sergeant Bongiovanni hid his actions from investigators.
I'm glad that the second video was forwarded to us. We've been able to move swiftly to terminate this supervisor who not only stepped outside of his training in state law, but he failed to tell us what happened in the incident report and the use of force reports.
And we should also point out, not only have these officers been fired, but the chief also tells 11 Alive News that they have launched a criminal investigation that will be sent to the DA's office for possible prosecution. Sheila?
All right, Ron, thank you. And our camera was there as Demetrius Hollins bonded out of jail today on traffic and possession of marijuana charges. He didn't say much as he left the jail with his attorneys, who said that he was okay, but headed to the hospital to be checked out.
Police say they plan to take a look at Sergeant Michael Bongiovanni's personnel file tomorrow. But here's what we know about Master Police Officer Robert McDonald. He had been with the Gwinnett County Police Department since 2013. His personnel file includes 7 incidents, including 2 connected with Wednesday's traffic stop, and 3 use of force incidents, including on Wednesday. We tried to dig into the national numbers about police brutality, but we were unable to do so, and here's why. The FBI relies on police departments to voluntarily submit brutality statistics to them. We hooked up with the Cato Institute's Police Misconduct Department, which tracks all of these cases. And this map shows all the reported cases of misconduct that they found in the year 2015. It includes everything from shootings, assaults, and officer-involved DUIs. The Cato Institute said that they found at least 1,000 police officer shootings in America in just 2 years. The FBI now is working on a system to try and better track the use of force cases.